Shalom and welcome to Changers. I'm your host, Bella Israel. And today the topic will be about selfishness. I'm going to read you the definition of what selfishness is. I got my book, so I'll read it. Selfishness is the excessive or exclusive concerns of one's own welfare, interest, or desire, often disregarding the needs, feelings, and rights of others. Selfishness is like solely for a personal advantage. It's only about that person or what that person wants. Today, I thought about this topic because I had a great quiet time. And in my quiet time, I came to some great revelations, if I can say that. I think I should start off by saying is that I have been in a long-term relationship for almost 4 decades with the love of my life. And in that, it's only been like between 5 and 6 years that I really have learned to love the person, the one that has loved me the most. And I thought because I was going to church and I was reading the Bible for almost 30 years, I thought, well, I must be loving them because this is the way the church has taught me to love, or the way I perceive the Bible to be. And as I began to grow more spiritually and learn the true way of learning the Bible, I learned that that was not so. Even though I was sincere, I still learned and understood later on when I learned the truth that I was selfish and that I wasn't loving in the right way. And you may say, how are you sincere and selfish at the same time? And it took 2 scriptures in the Bible to teach me the difference of how you can be doing one thing when you think you're sincere and be totally in sin or totally selfish while doing it, okay? So don't forget the definition, because the definition says a lot. But it's one scripture. The first scripture, these are the 2 scriptures that helped me to learn that what I was doing was wrong, but it also changed my life. First, this one scripture is John 14:15. And it says, ladies, this is what God says, okay? So I'm going to say it slow because I can get excited. It says, if you love me, keep my commandments. I'm like, wait a minute, keep your commandments. If you love me, keep your commandments. I was taught in the church that the commandments were done away with. But no. The Most High God says, ladies, if you love me, keep the commandments. And I was like, oh, okay. But God doesn't just say things one time. He says them more than one time. And the second scripture I learned that helped me, it just sealed the deal with me, was 1 John 2, 4 through 5. 1 John 2, 4 through 5. Now this one is a tongue twister, so I have to slow down and I have to read it carefully, okay? In 1 John 2, 4, it says, he that saith, I know him, and keep not his commandment is a liar, and the truth is not in him. I need to say that again. The Most High God says in 1 John 2, 4, he that saith, I know him, which is God, and keepeth not his commandment is a liar, and the truth is not in him. Verse 5, but whoso keepeth his word in him, verily is the love of God perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him. Okay. That's how I learned that even though if I was sincere, I was still being selfish because I wasn't doing what he asked me to do. I wasn't doing it in the way he felt love. if I was missing one thing, that still affected my love or the way he perceived my love to be for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? That too is true. So I learned that my best friend, the love of my life, loved me all of this time, but I was not properly loving my best friend in the way my best friend wanted to be loved. And that, it hurt me because I want to do what's right. So once I found the truth, and now that I know the truth, I want to love the Most High God or love my best friend in the way he asked, and that's by keeping his commandments. And because I know that, I want to spend the rest of my days, I'm older, and I already know my days are numbered. And so whatever days I have left, I want to be able to keep it knowing that he feels love. I can be at peace with that. You understand what I'm saying? So, in closing, I want you to go away with this, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. This is something important. This just came to my... Okay, let me say this. Okay. You see this head wrap, and you can't see, but a chosen woman of God, she wears fringes. We wear fringes, not just the women, but the chosen people of God. We wear fringes. I wear head wrap because if I'm speaking on the Most High God, it's respectful to cover my head. I have a head, and my head has a head, which is Christ, my husband, me, and the children. You get that, right? If you see me with this does not make me holy. It makes me obedient. You understand what I'm saying? Again, these things are an act of my love for the Most High because he asked me to do them. But it should be made very clear that separate and apart from the Most High God, nothing is holy. Nothing is good. I'm not good outside of the Most High God, instructing and leading, teaching, and me imitating and obeying. So don't get it twisted. You may see it. She's up. No, we all jacked up. And that's the reason we need the Most High God. So I felt like that's important to say. So in closing, I do want to say this, and this is what I learned through the whole thing, that no matter what, for me not to be selfish, I must become selfless and deny myself and what I want, the way I think, and the way I believe things should be done. All of that goes out the window. What's important is the way the Most High God says things that should be done. Ladies, the way he said we should live our life, the way we should move, the way we should think, the way we should eat, the way we should serve, is all written. It's not the way we think or want to do, it's the way he says that we need to do it. And that will show that we love him if we keep in our laws, statutes, and commandments from the Most High God. It is one thing to love God in the way you think that God should be loved versus the way the Most High God deserves to be loved. And he deserves to be loved the way he requires it. And with that, I say, shalom.